Of a highlight was the news that DOT recently put the Mount Tremper Bridge on the docket to be replaced probably 2018, 2019. So we've already extended out to them and said, hey, we have flood models showing what could possibly help to alleviate floodwaters in this area. Hopefully they'll take hold of that, use that in their design phase for that bridge to help mobilize more water through there. Because Mount Tremper, it's going to get blown up again. It's just a matter of time.
Maybe they should make the bridge taller.
And that,
Well, they're talking about.
that's what they're doing up in Shandaken right now.
They're doing it in Shandaken, but they raised, it's 8 feet higher, the sand and gravel is 8 feet higher, so, and I said to the engineer, why don't you dig underneath there, and he said, no, we can't do that anymore.
Why not?
So-
Because they only build bridges, you know.
Fire net, with the trout.
DOT's purview stops within the parameters.
No, I'm telling you about the
It's what's
finishing.
today. Today is the environment.
The trout.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry, but DOT's purview stops with the bridge constraints. And that's what Paul had told us at the public hearing here on the Route 28 bridge. They can't go much further than what their area is for DOT. That's all they can deal with. Now, I will tell you that with the flood group that we've already discussed, again, we're probably going to Shandaken, Alabama to do the flood study there coming up shortly. One of the things we highlighted was we really have to look at even the possibility of a one-time removal of the massive amount of sediment that's there. Now we can understand natural erosion process, natural aggradation, things are gonna pile up, they're gonna erode over time. But that right there it just cut off a whole chunk of Bob Jones' property and spit it out right in the main stem of the Esopus.
Yeah, because
That
it was
wasn't-
6 years before they wouldn't give them a permit. Then after Hurricane Irene, they went up and gave them a permit. After it was all done and gone.
Gave who a permit?
Bob Jones, but for 6 years, they wouldn't give him a permit.
So they gave him a permit to do what?
Fix the creek behind Bob Jones, just like you're talking about.
No,
where-
but DEC went up there, Army Corps went up there, and DEC went up and
That's
fixed
right.
up that dike.
Yeah. But they wouldn't give Bob Jones a permit to
Understood?
fix the creek.
Understood. Again, that's, maybe I'm on your side. This one, again, I gotta say, understanding about, removable gravel bars and all that one is an anomaly. That one, to build this bigger bridge and then have this huge 12-foot pile of debris right at the entrance of the bridge, it really wasn't, it's natural, but it's not a natural occurrence. It was just a massive amount of dirt and debris that landed on the head of that bridge. So that's something they're going to look at when they do the flood study. They're going to look at maybe removing that gravel. It's just one-time removal of that. Again, when we did the cost-benefit analysis for Phoenicia and Mount Tremper, you saw that doing the repetitive activity and the cost that it would incur is not worth it over the long term. Whereas if you did relocation of a building and maybe elevated something, then the long term, the building's preserved, the community's preserved, and we don't have to get in the stream and keep doing a continuing process over and over.
They're gonna have middle of Buckman now too, in the one up there too.
Well,
So
the
this
next-
is, the
The
street.
next flood we have, we're gonna have fatalities, I'll tell you that right now. And,
Let's hope not.
people are gonna go.
I'll put that on your head.
Well,
I
I'm
hope-
telling you right now. that's
We were
what's
very
gonna
good in
happen.
Irene, and I think we had a good team, and I think we handled
Never
things
mind
very
the
well.
team, this is what's gonna happen, I'm down there, you guys.
We
aren't.
know the areas well, we are well aware of the areas that get flooded and inundated immediately. And they're the first calls we make. I'm not gonna tell you who they are, but Chad knows who they are, Rich knows who they are, I know who they are, Eric knows where they are, and that's all you need to know. We get to those property owners immediately, as soon as the high water starts coming up. And generally, they're on the phone, but I was wondering when you were gonna call, so they know it too. Randy, yes?
By the pump house on High Street, FEMA paid to fix that bank. Wrong or right?
Wrong,
What?
wrong,
Wrong?
wrong.
Okay, well, the town highway department did it with the activity. Look at this, look at the Stokas now after Eric left it. One trickle over here, one trickle over here. Have you ever seen a Stokas divided in two pieces with a gravel bar in the middle? No, never in the history. But Eric Hupmeister and his men did that. Number two, as you just said, federal regulations. Think of your speech 6-7 years ago in a parish hall telling Mike Riccadella, me, Rick Riccadella, on, that if we don't put in a sewer plant, the DEP is going to close Phoenicia down. And that was your speech.
That was not my speech,
Yes,
I
it
never
was.
said that. Randy, you don't
We
put
have
words in my
no,
mouth.
we have no sewer plant and all toilets flush.
I know that. And I never made that speech, and I never made that comment, Randy, so don't put words in my mouth.
I
Never
told you.
said that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
pull out the tape, I'm telling you, it's not there.
You didn't-
Secondly, I'll also point out that the Esopus, actually, the main stem of the Esopus was going at the High Street pump station. And it was split at that point. And if you want me to show you satellite imagery going back to the 1950s, I'll show it to you, where there is the stream jump from channel to channel going underneath the Route 28 bridge and then back on the other side.
But it was always
I'll show you.
northeast. It was not-
You want facts, and I'll show you facts. So I can tell you that stream after Irene was going directly at the High Street
Oh, there's
station.
no doubt.
That work was done through an EWP, an Emergency Watershed Protection Fund grant, in association with the Natural Resource Conservation
But look
Service.
at the creek now.
Okay, I can look at the creek now, and the water's running fine. It
Yeah,
doesn't-
one trickles over here, one trickles over here, and there's a gravel bar right through the middle.
Okay. Right. And what they did is they tried to get the stream to jump back over to the main stem where it was flowing, but it wants to continue going and attacking that embankment. There was a tree that was left felled there, that in the hopes that the stream would just kind of diverge towards that center abutment and go back towards the middle of the bridge. It didn't. And then the tree went. So the stream's gonna go where the stream wants to go. You can't blame, Eric didn't build the gravel bar there. Eric didn't split the stream. The stream is gonna go where the stream wants to go. And again, we can show you photographs, we can show you imagery, we can show you everything going back in time. So. Any other public comments?
Can I say something? Everything that's been said here tonight has been said at 10 other meetings about dredging out the stream, about removing the bars, about changing the stream, and the same thing always comes up. They only have so much jurisdiction, and a lot of it is environmental impact studies that say you can't do it, you kill a tract, you get rid of the birds, your hands are tied.
It's the DEC.
Yes.
The DEC makes regulations,
But why have these engineers paying them hundreds of thousands of dollars?
because you need to. Because again, Rick, I'll tell you,
Because you elect people that get them.
so just so you're aware, the DEP paid for the engineer to look at the Stony Clove Creek. And that was following the October and December floods of 2010. They paid for the engineer.
Who paid
The
for the
DEP
other
sat at
stuff?
the table.
Who paid for the other stuff?
The DEP sat at the table and got extremely upset with the DEC. When the DEC started balking, when they set guidelines, we met those guidelines, and then they started moving to different guidelines. And we said, where are these coming from? You told us to do this. So it may have been serendipity that Irene hit when it did. We had it all engineered out. The science was behind it. We had multiple packets of paper thicker than this to hand to the DEC and say, this is why it will work. That's what you have to do these days. You can't just walk up and say, I'm digging out the stream. I mean, Randy can tell you that. I'm sure Randy goes logging and somebody's probably calling about he's crossing the stream with an excavator. He's got a permit.
I even give the governor's phone number.
Yeah.
I don't even really call.
You can't sneeze without somebody calling somebody today. So it's gonna happen. But we just have to do it smartly. And and the way to do it smart is you gotta have the science behind you to prove it to them that it's gonna work. And it has to be feasible for us. We're not a rich town.
But these hundreds of thousands we're spending with these engineers, we could have put local guys in this creek all the way up to,
And not reach the result.
and dug it out.
And not reach the result.
When an engineer tells you that Bruce Realty building and the bridge has something to do with the flood, I tell you what has something to do with the flood is the beams of them box beams underneath that bridge is 36 inches deep. Years ago, there was a bridge with overshot beams that held the bridge up. Them beams that's in that bridge, I helped build that bridge in 1993. Them box beams underneath that bridge is holding back 30 inches of water. Number two, the water came across on 214 by the Finisher School due to the willow trees all up and down the creeks.
Okay?
Okay? Other than the Bruce Realty building has nothing to do with water going down Main Street. Number two, if you go to Pasco or you go to Margaretville or you go to Flashman, you will see damage from Hurricane Irene. But when you go down Main Street Peninsula, within 6 months, there wasn't a goddamn bit of damage left in Main Street Peninsula. So leave it alone. gonna take the buildings out? You're gonna run us out of here?
Again, I ask you to go down Main Street Fleischman's.
What's
And
that?
go to Main Street Fleischman's, folks.
Absolutely.
Go see how many buildings they're ripping out.
Yeah.
Go see how much of their Main Street is gonna be left.
There
Go
is
see how
no-
much tax space is gonna be left. There are large parcels there that are being removed, never to be built on, never to get taxes from again, ever, ever. It's gonna be wide open.
DEP buying up all Delaware County.
And that's FEMA regs. These are people that got bought out by FEMA because they didn't want to put up with it anymore. And that's what could happen here. If we stay in harm's way, then that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna erode our tax base just by not acting inappropriate.
How many acres is the veneer factory that they took out and made a park?
I have no idea.
That's about 20 acres or something on 20, right on 20.
It's not big. Anywho, so we'll be moving forward with flood mitigation, again, with willing people. If the people aren't willing to move, if they don't want to do anything, then it stops right there. We're not forcing anybody to do it. Ruth Gale Realty Building, again, with the plan that they had laid out, it was showing that by moving or relocating that building out of there, lowering the elevation adjacent to the stream there would create more storage for water, which would remove that water from Main Street. It wouldn't be going down Main Street, it'd be sitting in the stream channel. That's thus reducing the flood elevations, thus reducing the time that it would take to recover from a flood, and hopefully get us back on our feet a little bit quicker. And God forbid, I hope we never see the 100-year storm. So. Any other comments? If there's no other, I'd like to close in memory of Steve Statine, Mary McCloskey, and Thomas Gahan.
Make a motion to adjourn. Second.
Favor?
Aye.
Have a safe and happy 4th, folks.
Right, right, right.
Oh, yeah, like July 7th. Yeah, same mobile back there, and those spank motors, and God. Yeah, I got the flyer there. Yes. I don't get all right. Hold on, we want to do it soon. They got a call Do you want to call him ahead of time so you can meet here? Okay, stop it. And just leave it on your window. Okay. All right. No, I didn't. Did I?